But we got to go ahead and move on here because we do got a lot to talk about. And first, we're going to talk about Trotcon. I know Bronycon is coming up, but we do want to talk about the con that did just happen. And I honestly want to talk. I want to try to bring attention to this because Trotcon was amazing. This was a ton of fun. I knew I was going to have fun going, but this was beyond anything I expected.
I think someone came.
Hey, do you want one? Because I got one.
Okay,
Creature,
you know
go.
what? We're going to do it. Creature, you get the Protest Initiative Challenge Spotlight for this week.
A pony sitting on the wall.
Ooh.
Bonus points if it has a face in it.
Ooh.
All right, we got our Protest Initiative Challenge from Creature. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Good night.
See you at the con.
All right, so Trotcon. This was an amazing convention. Now, people talk about BabsCon being the party con. This has nothing compared to Trotcon. Absolutely nothing. Let me go ahead and start. Let me grab my image slideshow here. I'm hoping this works. For the love of God, please let this work.
And on this day, God said yes.
Okay, window capture. Okay, nope, it did not work. It did not work. Okay, you know what? I think I got a secondary idea for this. Please bear with me. Luckily, I am smarter than the average podcaster because I have to be doing this stuff.
Well, you know, Circuit, while you're getting it set up, I mentioned Metal Gear Solid earlier. So, your thoughts on the rumors that Konami might actually be going forward with the Metal Gear Solid 6?
Can I scream?
Well, here's the thing. Without Hideo Kojima, is it going to make more or less sense?
Fair point.
Fair, very fair point. But can I still scream? Because I don't know what to think about that one, and all prospects are terrifying.
Well, just do as everyone else did. Say, screw you, Konami, and go about your business.
All right. Okay, everybody bear with me. Oh, wow. Okay, I can slideshow this thing. This works.
Yay, slideshow!
Okay, give me a second here. I am almost done. So I'm going to basically, we're going to do the slideshow thing. I was hoping to do a little bit more interactive and bring up the big stuff, but yeah, we're going to slideshow it first. I'll mention the things that are not slideshowed. First off, does anybody know that G1 ponies was completely insane?
Yeah?
No. I mean, completely insane. There was actually one pony was basically like Celestia on crack.
Wasn't that the princess ponies?
Well, it wasn't the princess pony. No. This one, I think it was called, dang it, Miracle? Was it Miracle? I'm gonna have to look it up. But basically, yeah, no, she was crazy. You know, you would have these monsters that would just play pranks on ponies, and she would like do things like put them to stone eternally, put them in a painting, and then paint over it so they're trapped forever. She turned an ogre to stone, and it's in the middle of a courtyard, and nobody knows how or why, and it's never been answered. The bitch was crazy.
That reminds me of the simple
Majesty! It was Majesty! Thank you, DM12. Thank you, DM12. But no, Majesty was crazy.
Again, people downplay G1 MLP, but that was kind of the metalist thing ever if you were a girl.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and start off first. Okay, first thing about Trotcon. Lucky me, Bronycon did have a booth there, and they even had a limited supply of scarves. And I irritated them during opening ceremony so much that they actually held one aside for me until they finally got a price for it, and I was able to buy it. So I got one of the limited edition Bronycon scarves that actually has all of the Bronycon icons and years on it, which is basically a big commemorative scarf, and I am so happy to have it. So that was a bit awesome thing there. That was one of my art entries. This is the panel that I went to that told me about Majesty and all the insanity. Really, this is completely insane stuff here. But anyway,
it's just because we don't really watch the G1 stuff aside from Suki playing it a long time ago.
All right, well, let's go talk about this. There was a panel that was a liquor sharing panel. The whole thing was you came in with a case, with some beer from your area or that you were able to buy, and you put it in a big pool, and then from there you would actually you wouldn't drink another beer, you would actually taste test other beers. You got a cup,
wine tasting.
kind of, but it was beers, and there was a lot of it.
That sounds pretty great.
I tried 30 different beers. There were some really good ones that I had. There was an awesome little a honey merlot that I tried that was delicious. I tried a Neapolitan one. It actually tasted like I was drinking ice cream. It was crazy. Now this Sweet Princess Celestia chocolate peanut butter porter. This is funny. This was actually brought in by Pixel Kitties. This was not
surprise me.
No, the surprising thing is this was not supposed to be drunk.
What?
It was you see, it needed 2 more weeks to ferment, and it was actually going to be given. It was actually supposed to be like a gift or something for a few people, but one of them got cracked open, and I found it open, and there was a little bit left. So I wasn't the one that opened it. Before anybody accuses me, I wasn't the one that opened it, but I saw it was open. I didn't know it was supposed to be a specialty. So I didn't finish it either. No, I just grabbed a sampler of it and I tasted it, and it basically tasted like I was drinking liquid peanut butter, liquid peanuts. But that I asked Pixel Kitty about it. It's just like, wow, that tasted really good. It's like, oh, you weren't supposed to drink that. That wasn't ready yet. It's like, oh, it was already open.
If it wasn't ready.
It was already open, and I actually enjoyed it. Apparently, it was in a wort state. It wasn't quite ready yet. It needed a couple of weeks to ferment. But it was actually really, really good. And then they vanished, but I did get a picture of the bottle before the bottle vanished. I also got a picture of the other bottle that was there. This was also another Pixel Kitty brew that came out. I didn't get a chance to try it, unfortunately, but it exists. It was there. And there was also another pony-themed one. I couldn't get a taste of this one either, which is disappointing. But a berry twist, which was a raspberry mead with a pink peppercorn. And there was also a Brony beer can. Yeah, there was a few pony-themed beers in here. It was unbelievable. And
as you said, this is the potty convention. We have a lot of drinks.
Anyway, now there was even one there was a jalapeno one. There's a jalapeno beer. It wasn't spicy at all. It tasted just like jalapeno, but it wasn't spicy. It was beautiful. And then there was a spicy pickle.
That about killed you.
Actually, that did. It really messed with my stomach. I couldn't drink or do anything for a while. In fact, I think I only maybe sipped a couple more beers, but after that, I was done. It literally floored me. It was bad. It was that bad.
My experience with liquid, anything that says it's spicy, especially alcoholic, drink that thing last when you're nice and numb.
As someone who's just like, I don't drink, I wouldn't do it anyways.
But yeah, they ended up having a big photo of all of the beers that were drunk at that time. You could probably find it on the Trotcon Twitter, so be sure to check it out. But no, it was an awesome panel. Apparently, the year before, it was a smaller panel, a little more intimate. There was maybe about 10 people. This place was packed. There's like 50 people in there. 50 people, all with different beer. And I'm not going to lie, I got lucky. I didn't have any beer with me. I didn't have a way to get beer to me nearby, nowhere nearby.
You just
So
smoking. They ask you which one's yours. You just point out the generic one. I brought that in.
No, I'm not that crazy. I'm not that horrible. I'm not that horrible. No. I talked with somebody and just like, do you know where I could get some beer nearby? I don't have any, because I was just gonna see if I can grab some beer, run back, because I wanted to attend. It looked like fun. It's like, you know what, man, you're in luck. I actually got a few different cases here, but I didn't have enough hands to carry it all. So like, how about you take the one I couldn't bring? And I go, okay. We go to his hotel room, we get the beer, and I was able to get in with his beer. It was really nice. It's really nice. So obviously next year I am going to have a beer from Utah there, but I am going to that next year.
Can you check beer in a bag?
You can.
Yeah.
You can. You just got to make sure it's sealed.
Yeah, we figured out pretty quick with our whiskey when I gone to see him.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure, because I don't, I'm pretty sure for carry-on you can't take that, because you can't have liquids over,
No.
In your bags is fine, but just don't bring it actually inside the...
Yeah.
The only thing I'm afraid of taking beer and carry-on is it exploding mid-flight.
It's fine. As long as the compartment stays pressurized, there's no issue.
Which it should, because if it doesn't, it ends up really messing with people anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, so this was an awesome panel I went to. If anything, I'd say go to Trotcon just for this alone, but there was a lot more going on there. Now, another thing...
see if Hobbs gone in there. He's really big into that. So.
Yeah. Another one, the gaming room. Of course, the gaming room was there, and they had a virtual boy. An actual working virtual boy.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Did you go for the headache?
I know, but I went for the eye strain. I played for about 45 minutes, and then I took my eyes off of it, and it was just like, oh, my eyes! I had a bleed. It took me like 5 minutes to recover my sight. It was terrible. But no, I couldn't exactly quite get the headache because one of the lenses wasn't working. So you got to see absolutely nothing in one eye and the image of the game in the other, which you could still play it, but you don't get the 3D effect.
Oh, it was left eye, so that means I could play it. That's good.
Yeah. But no, it was interesting as hell. But that was a lot of fun to play, and I got to play the Wario game that they had on it. Just fun. And there's another art did. And the big thing about Trotcon this year is the Traveling Pony Museum was finally able to bring up their museum again after several years. They actually haven't been able to put it up for a number of years after a Bronycon some time ago. So, this was a chance to finally see it out again. And I managed to grab pictures of everything. Thank you, Traveling Pony. You guys are awesome.
Oh, you just say that because you're friends with them.
I am, but that's still really awesome of them that they were willing to let me get in there and get pictures of everything when it was a lot less cluttered.
Yeah, it's always cool when the guys let you in and hey, do you want to help us set up too? You're like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, I helped them out. In fact, I spent all of Thursday helping them unpack and get all their things set up in there. I was awake till 4 a.m. getting things set up. I actually heard C-Lab on Adult Swim. I never heard of C-Lab on Adult Swim. That was weird. But I heard it before I fell asleep.
Okay, first off, they always have C-Lab.
But it's at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it is a little bit different when it's that time.
But yeah, no, the museum was there. I'm hoping that they have it again next year. And if that's another reason you guys should go, the museum is a lot of fun. And they actually added on a few more things, including the Bronycon scarf, because they managed to grab one too.
Right on.
But yeah, it's full of so many artistic wonders and so many cool things. And
I remember all my friends. I got a lot of friends that do this for a living, going to conventions and stuff to sell merchandise. And every single time they hear I'm going to a con, they always give me okay, this is we're gonna be here at this time to unload. Will you be there? I'm like, yeah, of course. Every time, without a doubt.
Hey, that's called being a good friend, and also you get into the convention a little bit early.
Sometimes. Depends on the convention. Some
Yeah.
some conventions are a lot more strict about people going in.
I've learned a long time ago, as long as you look like you're supposed to be there as part of security, like dress up like a little bit nicer than everyone else, so you look like you're part of security, and they'll let you through everywhere.
Also, I do have to shout this out. Pixel,
You know what? I don't recommend that to anyone, by the way.
by the way,
Work at
Pixel
Trotcon,
Ponies,
though, they will check your badge.
they will. But Pixel Ponies actually did a really awesome thing, and they made a pixel of the traveling pony mascot there while they were at the con. So this was actually
Aw.
brand new added, and I got a picture of it, which is really nice.
That is adorable.
All right, little close up there. There's some art. And now let's go over to the merch, because I did get quite a bit of merch here. Now the big thing is I actually got 2 coffee cups. One of them is going to be to Coal Dust over their back coffee cups. We'll probably have an actual picture of that later. But the things that I have here so far, I completed my comic collection. I actually managed to get all of the My Little Pony comics now, because I bought a ton of them while I was there. Project Horizons is actually starting to get published now.
Yep.
So I got 5 of the 9 volume set that's going to be slowly coming out.
And my friend Hobbs, as I kind of said before, he's the one that's doing all the art for that.
Oh, nice. And we're going to ignore that other thing there that's in the corner.
I don't see anything in the corner. What are you talking about?
Exactly. And of course, as I mentioned, Pixel Kitties was there. So I got Oxy Chew gum and Twilight Sparkle bathwater, which is a candle. Also got a few stickers from Traveling Pony Museum. And you can also see the Bronycon scarf I got there, and a few prints from Pixel Kitties, as well as a music CD from the person that's been doing the round trip ponies doing different songs. You know, like alternative realities. And there's also, you see that book right there? That's actually a hollow book. You open it up and it's got a big old spot that you can put all sorts of things in it. It's really, really cool. And the book itself looks really nice.
Of course, you want to be like a preacher and just have guns totally in there.
Oh, yeah. But that was also from Pixel Kitties. I got a lot from Pixel Kitties.
You reminded me I need to find my Shipfit Holder deck before I come.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And along with that, we also got a Twilight Sparkle scarf, Twilight Sparkle cube, Twilight Sparkle snow globe, which unfortunately actually got damaged during shipping. I still have it in my room. However, the water has gotten cloudy. It's starting to smell of sewage, and it is slightly drained. And I'm trying to see if I can find a way to fix it, but I did get in contact with the creator, so worst case, I might be able to get a replacement, but that really sucks. It's a really awesome snow globe, too. I really liked it.
You got...
Anyway, I also got a copy of Background Pony book. Also, Cards Against Humanity My Little Pony edition. Both the main set and the 3rd expansion. And these are all actual My Little Pony Cards Against Equestria cards. I checked them all. It's dirty, raunchy, and horrible. And I'm going to be bringing them to Bronycon to play with.
It's the only way to be.
It's the only way to be. And, of course, I also got a few prints from Traveling Pony Museum. These were actually from their discard pile that they were getting rid of, so I got them dirt cheap, and they're really nice looking. I also got a set of Goofy playing cards from Out of Work Derpy. Here's the Trotcon merch, poster, t-shirt, pin. And also, I got some other stuff that we will not be talking about.
Yeah, I saw some of the stuff that Short had.
Any case, and here is everything packed into my suitcase. Because I was actually really surprised at how everything fit in my giant suitcase, and there's still tons of room for more. But with that...
I mean, buy enough.
I'd like to think that, but honestly, no. I bought a ton. I bought more than I wanted to. I bought a lot more.
Well,
But-
also you have another convention to worry about. So.
Well, but I still bought a lot more than I should have, but I'm not complaining at any regard. I love every single thing that I got. And I think that's it for all my pictures here. I'm just going to check this real fast. Drawing, Buck Legacy. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah. So that's it for the pictures of Trotcon. Along with that, yeah, I went to several other panels. They actually had a panel talking about the Italian ponies, Philly Fantasia. That was interesting. Actually learned a lot about the whole franchise of Philly Fantasia and why in the world the characters look the way they do. There's a lot more lore and interest behind there than I thought. I didn't get a chance to check out any of the music or dances though because I went to other stupid panels. Like there was one which had a horrible movie. The whole idea was just you're trapped drinking beer and watching a horrible movie. This movie took all of the rules of movie making and ignored them.
So basically, you had a very nice version of MST3K.
It was worse than that because you basically had to deal with it yourself. But no, here's a mental image for all of you. Imagine a midget, a midget with covered in white powder.
Okay.
That has a backpack filled with dinner plates that he throws like shuriken.
That sounds awesome.
Sounds dumb.
It is dumb and awesome. It was gloriously horrible.
You do realize that's what I do every Friday in streams, is we just sit down, watch movies, and drink.
I imagine I should have known that more.
The name of whatever movie this is, because Cole will probably have fun with it.
I actually think it's called Skin Deeply, and it's really hard to find.
No,
I will
Google
look it up.
searching this with safe search on.
Okay, but yeah, there's also other. Trotcon had a lot of other panels and stuff that are admittedly very adult. They're incredibly adult oriented. Horrible fanfic readings. They had a lot. This was a wonderful, hilarious con, and it does cater to an adult audience, a little bit children as well, but also an adult audience. And it's unabashed about it, which is beautiful. So much that at the end of the con, when it was all over, I ended up sitting with Dee and Inky of Traveling Pony. I got to sit with some of the con chairs at Trotcon, drank a few beers, and we talked about some silly stuff that happened with this and that. And it was really relaxed and a lot of fun. And it was cheap, too. I spent 4 nights there. The hotel only cost me about $400. And the breakfast was actually like $12 for an all-you-can-eat breakfast.
That's not bad.
No, this was really, really cheap for a Brony convention to stay there. And I am going next year. I am 100. Sorry, I am 100% going next year.
I'm used to like, okay, put $1,000 aside for the hotel as well as your food, and then you can throw the rest at merchandise.
No, you put $1,000 aside, you're set for food, hotel, merch, everything. You're 110% ready. And if you get roommates in there, all the better. I actually did this all solo. The only problem was flying there because there was no direct flights that weren't ridiculously expensive or at weird times. So I had to do layovers and a red-eye flight, which sucked. That was a pain. Anyway, but yeah, that is Trotcon. I love it. It was fun. Please check it out. Now let's go ahead and talk about what everybody's excited for, Bronycon. Now, I am a little bit on the fence about how exactly I wanted to approach Bronycon this year, at least with talking about it. Now, I decided first off, just a general consensus, warning, heads up, everything that we normally do for a big convention, because this is going to be the last big one, and along with that, it's actually a deal. Has there ever been this much of attendance, even at its highest?
Yeah, we broke 10,000 within the last 2 or 3 years. Maybe more than once, but at least once. And they're capping badge sales at 9,000 this.
I thought they capped it at 11.
It may have been updated since I last saw it, but they're capping it because part of the convention center is going to be rented and used for a Rubik's Cube convention.
Oh man, this is already turning out to be good. I love Rubik's Cubes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember the Rubik's Cube. And so yeah, we are sharing space. So, well, let's go ahead and go over the general rules of the convention. First off, 6 hours sleep, 2 meals a day, Make sure you drink plenty of water. I forget what that 1 hour.
Shower.
Shower once a day, and usually
With
in the morning
soap.
with soap.
But so,
Soap, water. Make sure you're under the water. Take 15 minutes. Please do not do the lazy thing. Or yeah, you might be late for a panel. You might be late for breakfast. Just shower for the love of all that's good and holy. Because if you stink up to hell, people will kill you.
also, deodorant. Have it.
Well, deodorant's already a necessity.
Yeah. Also, circuit. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. The 6 hour sleep thing that kind of depends on the con. If you go to a con that goes to late night events, you might just have to learn how to deal with less sleep.
Well,
I'm about to say, go for the college schedule.
Hmm.
3 hours, you're doing great. 2 hours, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, because that's the thing. Is I'll be perfectly honest. Like, yeah, I go anime week in Atlanta every year, and I get on average maybe 4 hours every night.
yeah, I know
If
the
that-
6
if
hours
that-
is. I know 6 hours is kind of a sun dream kind of situation, but
Yeah.
Although I do find it funny because then I went to Comic Palooza out in Houston, which actually had hours on the stuff that like everything stopped at like 9 or 10, and I was back in the hotel room like, the hell am I gonna do now?
I guess I'll sleep.
So I actually did get sleep at that con.
all right. Now a couple of big things. Did we just suddenly go dead?
Checking. Nope. Still alive.
That's it's still
Still here.
going on the main.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that is really weird because it says we're dropping frames right now.
Dropping frames and dead on the exact same, but let me check.
I mean, it looks like
Oh. It's gone offline. Oh, it's back now. Okay.
Oop, Neckwood, Aaron.
No, we're coming back up. Okay.
Oh, there's the ad.
There. Oh no, okay, crap. We're going in and out. This is great.
Yeah.
Thank God this is all recorded. Hi, creature, editing this.
The problem is that all of this stuff is mostly important to be done live. And OBS Studio has now said that it's disconnected.
No, damn you,
Hard
OBS.
cut and then just let it all drop and then reconnect at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna keep the
that might be
recording
best.
going, but let's go ahead and stop the stream altogether. So this is the recorded session. So everybody, I'm pretty sure you've all had a wonderful Bronycon at this point. I hope you did. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope none of you glomped Lauren Fauster, the creator of MLP. Please don't be that guy.
Oh, trust and believe me, I am not going to be that guy because I
Just go glomp
respect people.
circuit.
You can glomp me. I will take the glomps, but don't glomp the creators of the MLP franchise as we know it and as in general.
Well, the one question I would ask them is, how does it feel to know that you're responsible for probably several marriages and people being in this audience right now because of how much people love Pony?
I have no idea how to put that one either.
I
Oh,
don't know what I just walked
Going back
into.
up, or is
Hi,
it still
Cole.
Layla?
Well, right now our stream is going completely up. We're trying to get it back up and going. We are also trying to talk about Bronycon, which is really annoying because I got a Twitter. This is the exciting thing. Okay, we're
I
actually
know, I
live.
saw
We're
that.
live. You know what? We're live. I'm gonna hurry this up. Okay, everybody. General rules. Please don't glomp the guests. Do not glomp the VIPs. Do not touch. Well, yeah, don't touch the VIPs actually.
Don't touch anyone that isn't.
Unless it's a
like,
firm
yeah, you
hand-
can touch me.
Unless it's a firm handshake and it is actually offered. You know, respect privacy, respect space. I know that Lauren Faust is going to be there. That's going to be freaking amazing. And the actual creator of MLP is going to be there. That's going to be freaking amazing. But
Oh, shit, I forgot about those two facts. Damn,
Yeah.
I don't know how I forgot that.
Cole, you were too hyped about BronyCon. That's why.
well, that's a good thing to be hyped about.
I don't really get hype per se. I not until I'm there. Like unlike most people, I don't really get excited for events until I'm actually there enjoying the event. Otherwise, I'm just kind of stressed out because I'm not there yet, and there's so many things that have to line up until I'm there. Don't be like me, children. It's miserable. Until the time of, then it's amazing, because, oh my gosh, I'm so happy at the con, because then it's like, oh my gosh, somehow we got here, and that's great. But still, I'm in Baltimore and hanging out with Creature and Circuit and everyone else there, and we're in the candy shop. And,
Yeah, we are gonna hit the candy shop, and I think ours gonna want to check the Build-A-Bear for Pony.
The Twilight.
Oh, beautiful. I do the exact same thing. I'm not excited. I'm just stressed until I get there. Then I have a good time.
I'm stressed, but I'm trying to plan. I'm trying to plan. In which regards to that, just general advice here. This is going to be the last con, so yes, do the things that you want to do. Make sure you live it up, but don't destroy the center at the end of it. Let's try to go out. Let's go out with a bang, but not let's go out with explosions. You know, a happy, festive bang, not a destroy half the convention center bang.
We don't need another Burning Man. We don't need to go full Burning Man on this.
I'm too young for that reference. Anyways, so just another thing to tack on to that.
I'm only a few years older than you.
Toa, shut it. Keep going.
Tack on my thing. Gosh, stop blocking my tack. I keep tacking your hand, and trust me, I know it hurts you as much as it doesn't hurt me, and I probably should enjoy it more thumbtacking people's hands to the wall. But regardless,
okay,
let's add my little detail.
Please go ahead.
So, one thing to add is when it comes to like this sort of thing, like any convention, not just this one because of the last one, you know, it's like don't get over bogged down by plans, because if you do, nothing ever actually goes according to plan. Don't like think that everything needs to stick strictly to it. Just like take things day by day, enjoy what you can, and just have a good time. You know, it's like just because everything doesn't go right doesn't matter. Just have fun with it.
Have fun, but
you wanted to go to one panel, but somehow life makes it so you can't make it. Just have fun. Find something else.
Yeah, try your best to have fun with what's there. If try to have an idea of what you want to do, but don't beat yourself up or go completely mental if things don't go your way.
Don't go too many Pinkie Pies, guys.
Yeah.
Don't too many Pinkie Pies.
Speaking of which, one panel I would want to recommend here is this is actually going to happen Thursday evening, and I am going to check this out. The Equestria's New Groove.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw the.
Yeah, this is the trailer right now for. But essentially, they took the entire audio track of the Emperor's New Groove, and they put it to Pony video.
I love the fact that we still have the Spike is the new Rainbow Dash joke.
Yes. Yeah, but no, this is going to be glorious. It's the whole movie, the entire thing, and I can't wait to watch it. I always these are from Saturday Morning Ponies, which obviously this is not Saturday morning, but they've always done an awesome, fun thing with all of these different cartoons, and yeah, this is an awesome way to do it. Along with this, I do also want to remind everybody, Anthology 7 will be premiering in the main hall at one point, so be sure to check that out.
But if not, we'll watch it on the show.
But some of you are like, you know, you're not here for me to tell you about panels. You're here to tell me about merch. I got lucky. There's a Twitter thread from Shiba Roll that actually asked for vendors to promote their Bronycon merch and stuff for their booths. So we're going to go through some of it real fast here. Some of this is exclusive Bronycon merchandise. Mainly the...
Oh my gosh, I need that mug.
Give me that mug.
Well, the mug will be there.
Mug.
I guarantee they'll run out by the time I see it, but at the same time, I need that mug.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Of course, we do got to remember our friends at the Traveling Pony Museum. They got a special patch to commemorate the show.
Friendship never gets old. Aww.
Yeah. Of course, there's going to be a Farewell to Bronycon print that will also end up being a t-shirt that you can buy at Redbubble.
Yeah, for a while there, this person did have options of having your OC be in Deppy's place, but, you know, that's come and gone.
And there's also a pin that's going to be at one table here.
That wasn't Derpy, that was a Bat Pony.
That was a Bat Pony. Anyway,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to shoot. Oh, we're shooting through this real fast. We've already mentioned some of these already. Here's the person with the stickers, buttons, charms, all of them really cute and adorable. You should buy them. Of course, I'm Drunk on Tea has a minimalist of Lauren Faust that will be there, along with some of their creative works. I kind of like.
Cascade, I haven't been here in a while. Question: where are the show notes?
Oh, they should be in the backstage chat.
Backstage, thank you.
No problem. I don't know if I put this Twitter line in the show notes here, so let me jump into that real fast.
Yeah, deal if it's show related while it's going on or before it, backstage.
No, it's okay. He just hasn't been here in a while, so we're just helping him out.
I know. I'm just
because we love him. We love him. We love him.
I'm the one that.
We love him. Damn it. Okay, move on.
Yeah, I'm one of the people that helped do his new OC back when he got a new one.
Okay,
so.
Mariah Maid Cafe. I have no idea what this is.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a maid cafe at Bronycon.
Well, no, they said something like, well, they are having a maid cafe, but the actual dinners there have already been sold out. I'm actually going to a bar trot on Thursday evening. If anybody wants to jump in on that, it's $16. Gonna be fun.
Now that does sound like fun circuit, but it's Thursday evening, and Thursday there's already concert going on.
It is happening around the same time as a concert, so I don't blame you.
Gotta get my music fill.
All right, yeah, Fluffy Dragon art is going to be there.
Sweet.
Pretty awesome artwork, and also it looks like commissions. Oh, here's another thing. Bronycon's gotten so big that some people are actually taking pre-order commissions. That's how crazy it's gotten.
Yeah.
So, oh shit. Okay, so yeah, we also got I can't remember his name, but he has some really interesting merch that's going to be there. Okay, yeah, that one's probably a little bit more on the risque side, but he's got foam hooves. He's going to have foam hooves, like the big one thing hand.
Oh, basically like a foam finger. Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. Booth 113 prints, but nothing there. Okay. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that we have there. However, there are some people that I have been following that are going to be doing some amazing stuff. Here we go. Andy Price. Andy Price, of course, has announced that he's going to have a few exclusive prints. Also, yeah. Oh, good. He actually posted up the T-shirts, and they are sweet. Look at those T-shirts. I'm so glad I bought one.
Same.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. Whoops.
Oops.
Oh,
well.
All right.
In all honesty, second, I would get... While I love that T-shirt, I would totally give it to my sister.
Right. Anyway, Andy Price is going to have some debuting prints here for the con. Of course, he has Mean Fillies of the various unicorns that were protagonists and now are good guys and all that fun stuff.
I think people have gone with Reformed Unicorn Club, so RUC.
Well, it still looks awesome. It still looks awesome.
Yeah.
Look at, and it's going to be on archival paper, which is nice. And another one. This is one I really want to get to. The Happy Holidays, because it's both a combination of cute and I just find that Pinky hilarious.
And the dash. Oh, the dash.
But yeah. So, yeah, there's so much stuff to talk about. In fact, I wish we had more time, but we really don't. We honestly do not. Not even close. So, if you are... Here's my general advice at this point. Follow the normal con etiquette rules, please. If you don't know what they are, ask somebody. But, yeah, just make sure you try to get plenty of sleep, plenty of water. Plenty of water. If anything else, just make sure you drink enough water. And try to eat once...
Water, only $1.
Water and eat. Water and eat. Even if you don't get enough sleep, water and eat. That will keep you alive long enough to survive the con. This is 4 days, so you got to make sure you pace yourself. Merch hall.
5 if you come in on a Wednesday.
If you're after something in the merch hall, make sure you know what it is, where it is, and how to get there quickly. I'm not going to lie. Merch hall is going to explode. And anytime that there's been something exclusive that is only going to be there for a short time, I make sure I know exactly how to get it and I get my hands on it. Speaking of which, while Bill Soda will be there, I'm going to make sure I get my hands on that. Actually, that's a big thing right there. If you like soda, well, Bill's is going to be there. They're going to have Bronycon exclusive mugs, limited edition. However, these they're pretty awesome because you get to refill these mugs unlimited.
Circuit.
Ooh.
Circuit.
Yes.
Speaking of mugs, inching closer. Circuit.
Yes.
Circuit.
Yes.
The mug.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, the mug. Yeah, it's in my suitcase right now.
Sweet. Okay. Which reminds me, I need to pack like $70 worth of maple syrup. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you pack early, triple check yourself, and just have fun. Be ready for just be ready. Plans can change. You can
have
still
to
have.
say-
you, Circuit. Joke's on you, Circuit. I'm still packing, like right now as we're streaming, which is why, if you heard me swear a moment ago, that's the reason why. Because I accidentally dumped a bunch of pens everywhere.
You're better than me. I'm probably gonna end up scrambling packing tomorrow.
What time does your flight leave, Circuit?
It leaves tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. God no. Wednesday morning at about 9 o'clock.
There you go, Circuit. Mine leaves tomorrow morning at actually about 9 o'clock.
Why is your flight leaving to? Don't you take a train?
That's what I said. Didn't I say train? Did
You
I say
said-
flight?
You said flight.
You said fly.
I'm taking a flying train, everyone. That's right.
Oh,
It's the flyer.
Oh God, he's going back to the future on our asses. Anyway.
Either that or I resurrected the Rutland Flyer, which would take me to the exact wrong location. I'd be in New York. Yay, Montreal. Or Boston, that's right, because they broke up the train in White River to, not White River, someplace. Rutland, that's right, the namesake city. Anyways, I'm distracted. I'll let you continue with your show, Circuit.
Yeah. All right. So, any case, one last thing to suggest here before I leave it to my panelists to also advise. If you're going to meet up with friends, coordinate. Have either a chat or group or some way of being able to keep in communication with one another. I'm actually going to see about using our con chat as a go-between for a lot of people, if not a private group altogether, just so that I can keep in communication with people, and so we can try to do different meetups or see if anybody happens to need help. But along with that, yeah, make sure you coordinate, talk with your friends, have open lines of communication. That's the best way. You don't expect them to just suddenly pop up. You're going to be with 11,000 people and a bunch of Rubik's Cubic fanatics. Rubik's Cube fanatics.
Yes, Rubik's Cubics.
You're going to be making
really-
Rubik's Cubics, dudes.
Yeah,
really
man.
important. If you're deciding last minute to go to con, or if your hotel falls through, say someone offered to help and is not, there's the Bronycon Discord. I'd recommend looking there for announcements if you haven't already joined. There's also groups for rides, for finding a ride to the convention, whether it's local or long distance, and for finding a hotel room. You'll be able to find a lot of stuff there. And yeah, I totally agree. Make sure you make plans to see people, because I've prioritized events before and not seen cough circuit one entire BronyCon, and I felt like a complete ass.
Well, it was really hard because you were busy working, and the times that you weren't, I was busy trying to do crap.
I think I was handling Terra that year.
Yeah, you definitely had a big one. But yeah, we are going to meet up at some point, whether we like it or not, even if it's just for a burger again.
Again, I
With probably probably half of the old Brony show team too, because I'm sure I could drag D and Blanked and Haru and Index and
We all just need to get together at some point.
we do, but that's what I call coordinating. Anyway, and
I'm in your
Wait,
hotel Wednesday night.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, we could do Wednesday night. We could.
On the topic of planning and stuff, okay, real quick thing that I need to bring up because I work in travel somewhat, and this is a thing that hiccups a lot of people. Bring extra charger cables for your phone.
yeah,
Just do that.
Not even just charger cables. No, bring power strips.
Or yeah, power packs actually.
Yeah,
Power packs,
yeah.
power strips, power cables. If you use electricity, make sure you have a backup of a backup of a backup.
Yeah, but seriously, like, even if it's the most basic thing, a freaking extra charger cable for your phone, bring it. Make sure that you have it on you, because trust me, you're gonna want it. You don't want to be stuck someplace and then have to, like, ask someone, hey, can I use your telephone? And then try to remember anyone's number, because no one remembers numbers anymore, because that's what contacts are for.
Yeah. But yeah,
I've been there many times. Or not me personally, but I've dealt with, I've helped people who had to do that. So bring charger cable.
All right, and one big important thing to shout out before I go ahead and let my panelists shout out their important Bronycon advice. Make sure you also go to the Traveling Pony Museum and get an exclusive Brony Show shirt. All you have to do is tell them that you are here for the shirt, the Brony Show shirt, or the Brony Show handbag. They will put this awesome image of me crying because I desperately need a beer, and put it on a shirt or a handbag, and you will have that exclusive merchandise just for you, because this will only be at Bronycon. This is your only chance to get it, because this took a lot of crap to get coordinated, and you must have this shirt. You must have this shirt. You must have this shirt. Okay, that's enough of that.
Also, if you just want the print of it, you can just hit me up. I'm going to be walking around, and I'm probably going to be carrying a couple of them on me. So
yeah, if you can find him too, you can also get a print.
Yeah, if you can find me. I wear a stupid hat, which, admittedly, that's not exactly a great descriptor of me, considering at Bronycon everyone's wearing crazy hats anyways. But yeah,
it's a game of hats.
Game of hats.
It's basically like Team Fortress 2, except for nobody shooting at each other. Instead, they're hugs.
And a glitch and destroy your economy.
Wearing 1 or 2 hats, not 500.
And a glitched and destroy our economy.
Oh
yeah, I forgot about that.
Anyway, we got to get back on track here so we can get to video. Anybody have any other things that they want to shout out in regards to Bronycon? Advice, tips, tricks, suggestions, anything at all?
Follow the golden rule. Don't be an asshole.
I was gonna say, just be nice to everyone. Make sure to shower at least once or twice a day. Make sure to eat during sometimes, and like with the phone charging thing, I got this battery pack. It fills up my phone from dead 3 different times. I got it when I was doing landscaping and stuff. It's great, and it cost me only $10. So
DM12, if it's advertising, it doesn't need to be subtle.
And also, can we get a shirt or a print of that where it says Twilight said no?
Cole?
We might be able to do something like that in the later future, but not immediately overnight.
I've got the file. I can change the text eventually if you want. By the way, how many people do we know that are going that might want this print? Because I only made 8. I can make more.
At least one of everyone that's here that said they were going.
I don't know how many people that is total.
Yeah, that's it. We need. I don't know.
At least 12.
Look in the con chat, get a head count.
You know what?
Right.
If chat room, con chat, whatever have you. If you want to print, go ahead and tell us now, so we can know to print a little more extra if possible. Anybody else have anything else that they want to shout out real fast, because we really do need to get to our video segment.
Yes, I do. Wear good shoes, bring snacks, and if you're going to buy something fragile like a shadow box, which if you're not knowing where you want to go to Marketplace first, I go there first. Make sure you have space in your suitcase to keep said glass from shattering.
That sounds like experience talking.
Let's just say someone in this household packed a candle.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it sounds like we are good then. So, let's go ahead and finally move on to our video segment. But yeah, that's all really good advice, especially the packing. Make sure you have room for this crap, because yeah, you are going to have to take this home somehow.